When is the best time to buy insulation? Let's talk about it. Well, realistically, the best time to buy the best insulation is when the house is originally built. I understand that for most of us, that's not realistic, and that's not the situation that we're in. So let's look at the time of year that might be the best time to buy. Most insulation buyers are reactive, meaning it's a winter decision because we're cold in the house, the furnace is running all day, my bills are getting higher, it's uncomfortable, you have a lot of pain points and you're driven to make a decision and take action right now. So for a lot of places, especially if you're in a colder climate, it's a winter reactive sort of decision, which makes total sense, and a lot of people do that, no problem. But one thing I want you to think about is spring and summertime. For a lot of people, this is when you're planning home repairs. You do spring cleaning. You think about what are the things on the house, roof, siding, windows, insulation that we need to do right now before winter comes and things like that. The reason why that's a big thing to consider is install-wise, it can be a lot easier for the crew, but also for you, the homeowner. One, it could be easier to get on the schedule because scheduling can be a lot easier in the spring and summertime. Logistics are easier because the roads aren't covered in snow and ice. Traffic is typically a little bit easier depending on areas and such. So again, there's a lot of advantages to planning ahead and having work done in spring and summertime on the production end of things. The install crew will have a smoother process. Any upstanding company should do a great job for your home no matter when the service is done. But the reality is, if the conditions are right and it's an easier process for that install crew, regardless of the company, of course, you're setting yourself up for success so that everything is lining up perfectly and there's no hiccups on that job site. Another thing to consider for having work done in the spring and summertime is your air conditioning or your central air system. Of course, a lot of people, in the cold times really think about their furnace because the temperature difference is so great, right? Obviously, when it's 30 degrees outside and 70 in your house, that's a lot different. Whereas if it's 70 in your house and 90 outside or 100 outside. In a lot of ways, it can be much harder to cool your house than it is to heat your house. Everything in your home generates heat. Your bodies, your pets, your animals, your families, your appliances, everything will generate some sort of heat. There is nothing inside your house that puts out cool air other than that HVAC system that you're paying to run. Spring and summertime, if you like your house not as hot as it is outside, having proper insulation, having a proper building envelope, having a good air seal, all those things are going to line you up for success. If you want to have a comfortable, enjoyable home this spring and summer, you should think about taking action now and not waiting. So if you want to be proactive instead of reactive, go below to our Find a Dealer page where you can find your local RetroFoam dealer and take back the comfort and control of your home today. This is the Professor of Foam reminding you that building is a science.